Welcome to this video introducing Ballynahinch Methodist Church to the wider Lagan Valley and South Down circuit. The former circuits of Ballynahinch, Donard and Lisburn and Dromore came together at the MCI Conference 2021, and this is one of a series of introductory videos that will be rolled out over the next period. Ballynahinch is known as a market town, and the name means Town of the Island. Records show the beginning of a continuing Methodism in the town of Ballynahinch to the year of 1827, and it's reported that John Wesley himself preached in the Linen Hall in Ballynahinch in 1785. In 1856, the Methodist congregation realised their need of a permanent place of fellowship and worship to replace their much too small meeting room in the upper story of a dwelling house in High Street, and a new schoolroom to replace the thriving Wesleyan National School at the junction of Beadham's Lane and the old Lisburn Road. They took a bold step of faith and laid the foundations of a new Wesleyan chapel. Ballynahinch is looked after by retired minister, the Reverend Stephen Sheeran. And in this series of videos, we will chat with the society steward in each circuit, as well as representatives from some of the activities in which the church engages. Firstly, let's chat to Jackie Codd, the society steward here at Ballynahinch. Jackie, thank you for joining us. May I ask, how long have you been connected with Ballynahinch, and how long have you been society steward?
I've been coming to Ballynahinch Methodist for almost 40 years, and I have been society steward for around 18 months.
And how long has the current building been open, Jackie?
Well, the original Methodist church, there's been a Methodist church here since 1856, but the current building has been here, this is the 40th year this year.
And are there plans to celebrate the 40th anniversary?
Yes. There are preliminary plans at the minute. The Reverend Harold Good has agreed to come and speak at a special service on the 15th of May. Harold was instrumental in getting this project up and going and seeing it through to the end.
And going forward, what are your hopes for the new circuit?
Well, it's early days yet, but an obvious benefit really is that we're always stronger together than we are separate, and we have a common goal. We want to see the kingdom of God expanded in people's lives and in our communities. So the more we can work together to do that, I think that's a good thing.
Thank you, that's been very helpful. Jackie, thank you again.
You're welcome.
One of the projects here at Ballynahinch is Safe Place. Safe Place is a simple but effective initiative established by the Women's Aid organisation back in 2007 and has developed over the years. The concept allows any church, business, organisation, school or community group to provide information and signposting to anyone affected by domestic abuse. Teresa Crawford is the local coordinator, and she will now explain the church's involvement.
Within our church here, we are starting to participate in the Own a Safe Place initiative, which has been promoted by the Methodist Church, so that we will very soon become registered safe place for those who are victim to domestic abuse. Sadly, domestic abuse impacts too many women, men and children in Northern Ireland, and the past couple of years with lockdowns and the pandemic has only made matters worse for many people. I think within the church it's so important to raise the awareness of this and respond in a way that reflects God's love, so that we show that we care and that we will not condone or remain silent about domestic abuse of any nature. At present, we are in the infancy of this programme within our church, and our focus is to raise awareness of domestic abuse and the Safe Space initiative. But it's our hope that as we establish this here, we will become a safe church and may be able to develop this further into more projects.
Another activity is the running of what's known as BUZZ, Ballynahinch Uniform Zone. The idea of this is to provide a way for parents to pass on items no longer used, which can help other families get uniforms. It also creates a culture of recycling and reusing items that have been outgrown or are no longer needed. Margaret Tate has been involved in setting this up and now explains how it works.
The encouragement for this school uniform project came from Reverend Stephen Sheeran here in Ballynahinch, and we began to talk to families and local schools to check out the feasibility of it. We would see it as God's love in action. We contacted 5 local primary schools who were all very much on board and agreed that they would be very happy to work with us, schools on both sides of the community. We're still very much working towards getting things launched, and that launch date that we have is early April. We see the project as being something very positive, where families are helping families. To get the project underway, we had to identify and clear a number of spaces on our ground floor premises. Things haven't got a bit messy in this past couple of years. So we needed a lot of people to help clear out space, to decorate, and then our volunteers on board for Buzz. So to date, some 25 people have been involved in this, and that has been a great aspect of drawing people together again in our church. We're currently in the process of setting up our own Facebook page where we will advertise Buzz and where we will engage with families directly when they need to contact us outside times that we may be open.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this short video. I hope it has been beneficial and that you have learned something about the work of our church in this part of the Lagan Valley and South Down Circuit.